Chelsea have 10 senior centre-backs. August is traditionally the height of selling season at Chelsea, and centre-back will be a focus of outgoing activity from Stamford Bridge this month. Even with Trevoh Chalobah set to join Como for a fixed fee of €30 million, £26M, $35M, plus €6M in add-ons, new Chelsea manager Xabi Alonso still has 10 senior players capable of playing centre-back. As a season without European football nears, he confirmed in a press conference last week that he only wants to work with 4 or 5. Advertisement: How did Chelsea get to this point? Who will be sold? Who will be loaned? And who is firmly in Alonso's plans?
Looking for a premium phone without the premium price? This renewed, unlocked iPhone 14 offers 128 gigabytes of storage, a sharp 6.1-inch display, and 5G capability for around $299. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/6 right now.
The Athletic's Chelsea correspondents Simon Johnson and Liam Toomey have their say. Tosin Adarabioyo-Johnson, signed as a free agent when his contract expired at Fulham in 2024, Tosin has enjoyed the role of being one of Chelsea's few leaders. At 28, he was the oldest player to represent Chelsea last season. His biggest contribution goes largely unseen, as he is a positive influence inside the dressing room and at the training ground. Jordan Henderson and Danny Welbeck have been signed to help with that, but this does not mean Tosin now needs to make way. Being one of those players who are in and out of the side had an impact last season. However, Tosin showed against Leeds United in the FA Cup semi-final win that he can make a difference when called upon. His position at the club as a squad player or backup centre-back has been cemented even more now with the arrival of Maxence Lacroix. But if Tosin is content to play just a few games here and there without complaint, then it is worth keeping him around. It would certainly make Cole Palmer happy. Verdict: Keep Benoit Badiashile. When he arrived from Monaco in January 2023, Badiashile was considered by Chelsea as one of the 3 best young left-sided centre-backs in Europe, the other 2 being Levi Colwill and Josko Gvardiol. It's fair to say the shine has come off the Frenchman in the 3.5 years since. Last season, with Colwill sidelined by an anterior cruciate ligament (ACL) injury, was Badiashile's golden opportunity to fulfill his undoubted potential and properly establish himself at Chelsea. Instead, he found himself behind Chalobah and Jorel Hato by the end of the campaign. Verdict: Sell, asking price £30M, Advertisement: Levi Colwill Johnson. There is no debate about this one. Colwill is staying. Chelsea regard him as one of their untouchables and are not interested in any offers. You could argue his immense value to the side was clearest when he was sidelined for much of last season with an ACL injury. And when the England international came back, he shone in high-profile games at Liverpool and in the FA Cup final, despite having only just returned to the squad. Colwill has set a target to become one of the best defenders in the league, and Chelsea's defense will essentially be built around him. His passing ability will also be heavily utilized by Alonso. Verdict: Keep Axel Disasi. You sense West Ham United's relegation to the Championship complicated matters a little. They were the logical buyers for Disasi after a productive loan spell last season and may still buy him, but dropping down a division always changes the dynamic. Disasi is a decent centre-back, well-suited physically to Premier League football. Those physical characteristics were part of why Chelsea bought him from Monaco in August 2023. Mauricio Pochettino valued him, but he was deemed not good enough on the ball to play in Enzo Maresca's system. He should be able to find a good home. Verdict: Sell, asking price is £25M, Aaron Anselmino Johnson. The 21-year-old's lack of progress at Chelsea is not due to a lack of ability. Bought from Boca Juniors for a fee in the region of £17M in 2024, he has had 3 spells on loan since then to develop Boca Juniors, Borussia Dortmund, and Strasbourg. But he has made just 20 league appearances during that time and has yet to represent Chelsea in a competitive match. This is due to injury, mainly hamstring issues. Anselmino is rated within the club, but he has just not been able to get the run of games together to establish himself. That is why another loan away makes sense. Verdict: loan advertisement Mamadou Sarr Toumé. Sarr became a victim of Chelsea's muddled thinking last season. Brought back from a productive loan spell at Strasbourg in January to bolster Liam Rosnier's defensive options, he largely became a spectator after enduring a difficult night at right-back against Paris Saint-Germain in the Champions League in March. He remains highly rated at Stamford Bridge and has an intriguing blend of tools to become a very good centre-back, but he needs room to grow from his mistakes, and Chelsea cannot offer him that at Stamford Bridge this season. Verdict: loan to English club Josh Acheampong Johnson. Acheampong shares a few similarities with Colwill. They are both products of the academy, are comfortable with the ball at their feet, and have been put on the club's not-for-sale list. However, that is where the positive comparisons end for now. Colwill is assured of a starting role, Acheampong is not. Acheampong has made 44 appearances since making his debut in 2024, but needs to be playing every week for his potential to be fulfilled. Before establishing himself in the first team, Colwill enjoyed loans at Huddersfield Town and Brighton and Hove Albion. Rather than watching too much of Chelsea from the sidelines, this is what Acheampong needs to make the next step. There will need to be assurances from the team he joins over regular appearances, though, to make it worthwhile. Verdict: loan Wesley Fofana Toumé. After a promising 2020-25 campaign as Colwill's regular centre-back partner, last season was a major step back for Fofana, and it appears to have cost him his starting berth at Stamford Bridge. New signing Lacroix is very likely to be ahead of him at club level as well as for France, and Fofana will need to continue to stay fit and curb his more erratic tendencies if he wants regular game time again. Fofana is not looking to leave Chelsea, but he faces a much tougher fight for minutes this season. Verdict: keep Advertisement Jorel Hotto Johnson. There is a telling caveat to Hotto's situation in that he can also play at left-back as well as left centre-back. This is already deemed key for Hotto's future, because now that Marc Cucurella has been sold, the Netherlands international is being lined up to play a lot on the left flank, where Cucurella excelled. Yet Chelsea are also pursuing Pep Chavarria, who can play in that position too, so Hotto could still find himself operating centrally. Should Colwill need a rest or suffer an injury, Hotto will be a major option to replace him as well. Bought from Ajax for a fee in excess of €40 last year, Chelsea already see it as money well spent and will ignore any bid to sign him. Verdict: keep Maxence Lacroix Toumé, he only just got here. As the club's top centre-back target this summer, and one of the ready-made Premier League signings Chelsea sources had signaled they would pursue in this window, Lacroix has clearly been brought in with a view to playing a lot this season. It would be a surprise if he and Colwill did not end up being Alonso's preferred centre-back, pairing at the heart of Chelsea's back four in the Premier League. His qualities complement those of the Englishman on paper, and his recovery speed will be vital to the success of any high defensive line.